Hi math class, happy Friday. Congratulations on finishing another week of online learning and our last full week together. So today I'll be walking through lesson 75, part 6 to 9. Part 6, we're filling in a table. For each row we need to solve for the division, and then we need to write the division as a multiplication equation. So let's start that off. First we have 21 divided by 3. Now I know that 3 times 7 will give us 21. Now we have to transform this into a multiplication question. So we always know that the number underneath the division line will be our answer when we're putting it as a multiplication question. And then we have 3 times 7. So there's our multiplication question. So on each one, you'll either be solving the division and filling in the multiplication, or in C, you are actually given the multiplication, and then you have to form it into a division problem, solve, and then you can make sure that all numbers are included. So you can pause this video now and finish up part 6 before we move on to part 7. All right, now part 7, we're filling in another table, but in this case, we're dealing with division and then representing that as a fraction. So I'll just write it A first, and then you can do B and C on your own. All right, so now in each one, we're presented with a division problem. So we are solving this one as well. So we have to think back into our 3 times tables. So 27 divided by 3 will give us 9. And now we have to put this as a fraction. Now we know that the number underneath the division line is always our top number. So 27 will go here. The number at the side is the bottom number, as that's what we're dividing by. And the number on top will be the answer as a fraction as well. So we have 27 over 3 equals 9. So you can do this for B and C and come back for part 8. Now for part 8, we're solving area. We're solving area of a rectangle. I'll draw it out where we have 59 inches by 61 inches. Now first we have to remember that when we're solving area, we need to remember our formula. So our formula here will always be length times width. I'll do this here as well. And make sure when we're writing, we're including all of our units of measurements. So for this rectangle, it's measured in inches. So we have length, which will be 59 inches times 61 inches. So now let's solve this below. So we have 59. Oops, I'll need more space. So I'll solve it here first. We have 59 times 61. All right, so first let's do our ones column. So we have 9 times 1, which will give us 9. Then we have 5 times 1, which will give us 5. Now next we'll be doing in our tens column. Remember, we need to include our 0 to show that we're in the tens column. So then we'll do 6 times 9, which will give us 54. Drop the 4 here and carry over the 5. Next we have 5 times 6, which will give us 30, plus the 5 on top will be 35. So now we can add these numbers up. We have 9 plus 0, which will give us 9. 5 plus 4 will give us 9. And then 35. So our answer is 3,599. So now I'll just rewrite this at the top here and make sure we're including our units of measurement and that we're including square inches when we've solved for our answer. Now you can pause this video and do B on your own. Now for part 9, we're solving some number families. So remember, when we're reading our number families, we're going to look out for keywords that will help us plot which numbers are small or big. So let's draw our number family here. All right, so A says there were crows and geese in a field. There were 49 crows. There were 219 birds in all. How many geese were in the field? So the first thing I notice is our keyword, all. So we know all is always our big number. And the number before the keyword will tell you which number belongs in that spot. So we have 219 birds in all. And then the other things that we're comparing are crows and geese. So those will be our small numbers. Now we're told that there were 49 crows, so there's our first small number. And we're looking for how many geese there were. So now we have one small number and one big number. So when we're solving for a small number, we know that we need to subtract our big number from our big number. So let's do that. We have 219 minus our other small number, 49. And now we can solve. So now we have 9 minus 9, which will give us 0. 1 minus 4, we can't do. So let's borrow from the 2. Next we have 11 minus 4, which will give us 7. And then 1 minus 0 will give us 1. So there were 170 geese. So I'll input that back into our number family, and we are all finished. So now you can do B on your own, and that is the end of our lesson for today. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you need any help, let myself or Mr. Spiewak know. Thanks, bye.